Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Light Up Your Path Tarot. I'm Melinda, and we are going to be doing a weekly read for September 22nd through Friday the 26th. Now, keep in mind, today is September 21st. There's going to be a new moon in Virgo. It is a solar eclipse. It's the second act. So, the new beginning is focused on routine, right? Health, and a need, for head over heart, right? We can expect revelations, a need for clarity, and a need for change, right? And rebuilding. So, it's encouraging us to clear away the clutter, align our daily choices with our values, and really it's in Virgo, so order, right? Tying up those loose ends. All right, so welcome back to Light Up Your Path Tarot. Like I said, my name is Melinda, and we're going to do the weekly read for the 22nd through the 26th. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for your likes, your subscribes, your shares, your comments. And for those of you who are new here, consider subscribing if any of these messages resonate with you. All right, so let's get started. I just had to look out the window for a moment. Okay, so what does the collective need to know about this week? What does the collective need to know? The cards are just jumping out, and if I feel like, a little, I don't want to be off, right? And I feel a little off, so like when those two just jumped out. So here we go. What does the collective need to know about this week? What is the overall energy for September 22nd through Friday the 26th? What is the overall energy for this week? Wow. What is the overall energy for this week, please? What does the collective need to know? The Knight of Cups. What is the potential challenge for this week for the collective? Potential challenge. And what is working for the collective this week? Okay, too many. But we're just going to take a look at them. Going from the Five of Pentacles, feeling left out, betrayed, into calmer waters. Okay, we're not keeping them, but that's what's working for us. Okay, that's too many. But that's part of what's working for us, right? Leaving those things behind. What is working for the collective this week? Please and thank you. What is working for the collective this week? Protecting what's yours. Acquiring. It's acquiring, right? It's the Four of Pentacles, but I'm feeling it's like protecting what's yours. You're protecting what's yours. All right. What is the overall advice for this week for the collective, please? What is the overall advice this week? Came out. This Page of Swords came out reversed. I'm going to keep it. What does the collective need to know about their money, about their finances? What does the collective need to know about their finances for this week? What do they need to know about their romantic relationships for this week? Please and thank you. romantic relationships. And there another one too came out. Okay. All right. All right. There we go. Okay, so in the overall energy, we have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups, right? You're getting some message about emotion, an emotional message, right? A message. It's quick. It's serious. It can be trusted. He's a knight, not a page, right? He's focused. There is an emotional offer here. There is an emotional offer. What's the potential challenge here? There is the difference between healing and not, between healing a situation, right? With this Knight of Cups, this emotional offer. You want to heal. There's an energy of healing, but there's also an energy of healing, moving forward, hope. But then there is also this energy of not wanting to, of wanting to stay stuck, or wanting to stay, because the people are stuck, they're chained, right? Wanting to stay in that, in not moving forward, right? Wanting to stay, I want to say past, right? I don't want to say, because moving forward is future. Being stuck is the past. And so you have to sort of ride this, because part of you wants to move forward, has hope for the future, but part of you is still comfortable here in this energy of, I don't want to move forward. I don't want to have the hope. I don't have hope. And sometimes, that saying comes up, it's in my mind right now, is, misery loves company. And sometimes we pray, right, for this, these offers to come in, these opportunities to come in of healing, of hope. And then when they arrive, we don't take them, or we don't want to take them. And that's what's happening this week. It can be a potential challenge, right? This is the potential challenge. And it's always, not a good idea to stay stuck in something that has you chained. It's always a good idea to hope and to move forward, even if that means we have to get out of our comfortable place. Because the people that are chained here, sometimes you don't know that you're chained, right? You like it there. What's working for you is the energy of protecting yourself, which will make this hope easier, right? This forgiveness, this moving forward, because you're protecting yourself. Also, it could be read that, there's hope, there's healing, but be careful, right? Be careful in indulging in too much hope, But that wasn't my first call, was it? The first call was, you're moving forward because of this night, this energy of this news, this offering, something that's going to affect you on an emotional plane, on an emotional level, and you need to protect yourself, right? That's what's working for you, the need, the energy of acquiring, of protecting yourself. What you have as the overall energy is getting out of that emotional, of that observing. Okay, you no longer need to be in that observing mode. The energy here is abundant, is step into, let the windfall, or those that want to give to you, give to you. Receive. No longer do you need to observe. Receive this emotional cup. Receive help. Receive your rewards, your blessings. You don't need to observe any longer. You need to move. You need to act. In your finances, you have the King of Swords. Something fair is coming in. Be fair. Be fair with your finances. If there's a moment in your life this week, in a moment this week where there is a moment where you are dealing with your finances, right? Watch yourself, right? Protect yourself, but be fair about it. Be fair about it, lest you become miserly, right? Because that is the tendency, or on the flip side, or the shadow of the Four of Pentacles, is that you become miserly. But be fair with your finances. If there is a moment where you need to give, then give, but give fairly. But protect yourself fairly, right? Fairly and intelligently. In reference to your romantic matters, you see where your toil is finally coming to fruition. You see the fruits of your labor. Take a moment. No need to be impulsive. When these things, right, there's going to be movement in this romantic sector of your life this week. There's going to be movement. You don't act impulsively. Take a beat. Let your intuition guide you. Let your intuition guide you in all things this week, actually. Do not fear the movement forward this week. This is what you have been asking for. Receive. Receive. Move forward. These are major arcanas here. So you want to heal. Moving forward. Have hope. Move away from the things that chain you. All right, guys, that's what I have for this week. I love you. I will see you tomorrow with the daily. As always, I'm sending you my love, my support, and my prayers. Keep your head up and stay strong. Bye-bye.